Hello, this is Jean Doyesh, an archaeologist and the education coordinator with the Mississippi Valley Archaeology Center, also known as MVAC, located at the University of Wisconsin La Crosse campus. For over 40 years, archaeologists from UW La Crosse and MVAC have conducted investigations of both prehistoric and historic archaeological sites throughout Wisconsin, Minnesota, and into Iowa. One of the goals of MVAC has always been to share what we have learned about the early people of the upper Midwest with pre-K through high school students, college students, and the general public through our archaeology education program. We have designed presentations and resources to bring artifacts such as prehistoric pottery, arrowheads, spearheads, along with other tools into the classroom to give students an idea of how the early people of our area use the natural resources available to them in their everyday lives. Our most popular classroom presentations include an introduction to archaeology and the early people of the upper Midwest for students up to third grade, in which MVAC staff display and discuss artifacts recovered from area digs, showing replicas and modern items as well to indicate how the Native Americans used each of these items in their everyday life. Depending on how many students are in the classroom, artifacts are passed around for a hands-on experience with these younger students. A more hands-on experience is offered for students in fourth grade and above, where 4 artifact boxes are brought into the classroom, with each box representing a different prehistoric culture dating from 13,000 years ago at the end of the Ice Age to roughly 600 years ago, just before the European explorers come into our area. Working in groups, students are able to examine the artifacts, modern items, replicas, and images in each box to develop an understanding of what makes each culture unique. For larger groups, we also offer a PowerPoint presentation on the archaeology of the area, showing the entire archaeological process in the field and the lab, and providing more detail on what we have learned about the early people of the area. We can also work with teachers to provide tours of the Archaeology Center and laboratories on the UW La Crosse campus. Many of the teachers we work with tie in lab tours with a visit to the University Planetarium or to their end-of-the-year field trip to one of the many outdoor parks and recreation areas around La Crosse. On the main floor of the building, staff discuss the artifacts set out in our display cases and introduce students to the rock art images highlighted in the building, where we have replicas of area carvings and paintings throughout the upper level. In the lower level of the building, students are shown how artifacts are processed once they are brought in from the field, including washing, cataloging, artifact analysis, and curation. We also have artifacts on display in the basement that are not available to the general public on our main floor. In addition to the presentations already mentioned, our staff can also offer field trips to local archaeological sites, hands-on experience including field work, and we can of course adapt our presentations to the teacher and classroom needs. The MVAC website provides a link to the Teacher Resource Catalog, which outlines the presentations and resources available. Looking under the Educators heading, look under Materials and Services for the resource brochure. Teachers interested in scheduling presentations or resources or to discuss field trips and other activities can contact me directly at the contact information provided in this video. We do charge a fee for the presentations and resources in order to cover staff time. Teachers in the La Crosse School District interested in scheduling MVAC resources can also contact me at the information below. The district administration has set aside funds for each elementary and middle school to use our resources. As resources are used throughout the year, MVAC staff keeps track, and we will invoice the district at the end of the school year. Therefore, teachers don't have to use part of their classroom budget to cover the fees. Thanks for watching. We look forward to working with you in the future. Please see the description box for contact information and links.